You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone, did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Wasting All the Time is pleased to present another two-person monoscene. Enjoy. Hey, I was hoping you could help me find a book.
Oh yeah, sure, sir. What are you looking for?
Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure. I don't know the author. It was like Tony something or Peter or Michael. It was. I'm not sure who the author was, and the title is kind of like it was something about a cookbook and anarchy.
Oh, was it the anarchist cookbook?
Wow, that was fast. Yeah.
The anarchist cookbook? That's what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Shh. Keep it down though. Keep it down.
Okay, well, we don't actually keep that in stock. It's
okay. This is crazy. We're in a library and you're talking kind of loud. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's fine. So yeah, we don't keep that book on hand here in the library just cuz it's a little more sensitive than we like to deal with. It's not that we disagree with carrying sensitive books. It's just that it tends to go missing when we do have it in stock, and it's just become too much of a hassle to keep replacing it.
Yeah.
But so my understanding is that it's available online. Sorry?
I was going to say, is there like a waiting list or something? Or?
Well, we don't have a copy to check out.
Oh, but it's online.
It's available online, yes.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Yeah. And the computers are free right now? Do you have to sign up for the computers or?
You just log in with your library card.
Oh.
Library account.
I'm not trying to skirt the system or anything, but is there a way to log in on a guest account or not with your library number?
We generally discourage that.
Okay. I don't want to break any rules.
I
don't want to break any rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you not have a library card?
No, I do. 23029012322764.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my library card number.
Well, you have it memorized. That's impressive.
Yeah. Okay. Could I ask maybe about another book, and then I can maybe get some time on the computers later?
Yes, of course. Yeah. What book can I help with?
Okay. I forget who it's by. Carl something maybe, or who is it? I can't remember, but you can look it up by title, right?
Yeah.
I think it's the Communist Manifesto.
Oh yeah, of course, the Communist Manifesto. Karl Marx.
Oh my God. Are you a real librarian or are you fake?
I'm a real librarian, sir.
You're so freaking loud.
No, it's okay. We actually have several copies of the Communist Manifesto. Yeah. So I
don't want it.
There's nothing.
You're killing me.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with checking out the Communist Manifesto. It's an important work. It's worth study.
Cool. I don't want it now.
Okay. Well, could I interest you in maybe Das Kapital?
What's that about?
Oh, it's
Is that banned?
It's Karl Marx's larger work. Communist Manifesto is kind of like a little pamphlet type thing.
Like a leaflet, like a pamphlet?
Basically, yeah. But Das Kapital is his actual like book of all his theories.
That's the big one.
That's the big one, yeah.
The big kahuna, that's the one. That's what he's known for.
I mean, he's probably more known for the Communist Manifesto, but
okay.
But Das Kapital is his more important work.
Important, judged by who?
The last century and a half worth of political scholars.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds legit. Okay. Maybe we'll put that one on the list.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry. Okay. What about maybe I really want to check out some of these books. My Struggle. Wink.
Oh. Okay, I mean, yeah, we've got a copy of that.
You know it? Oh, you do? Is it in circulation, or is it one of these special reserve books?
It's a reserve book, that particular book. Again, it's a theft issue.
That's a convenient excuse, Mr. Librarian. I'm just gonna say that. And maybe I'll start going to city hall meetings and talk about it. Just saying.
I mean, the book is very much accessible. It's just on reserve because we've had like 5 different copies of it stolen over the years.
Well,
which is above average for a book, really. Like not even
really.
Yeah.
People have stolen more copies of My Struggle, wink, than of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
They've stolen more copies of that book than they have of the entire Harry Potter series combined.
What is wrong with people? I don't understand.
I don't know, It's a sensitive book. What can I say?
Okay, add it to the list. Add it to my list. Okay. I want to know about Huckleberry Finn.
Okay, yeah. We've got multiple copies of that.
That's not banned here?
No, it's considered by many to be the great American novel, so...
Then why is it banned some places?
Various reasons. Some people object to the language used in it.
It's dialect.
Yes, that is the explanation for it.
I can tell you're not comfortable with that. Yeah. Okay. But you do have it.
Yeah, we have
the sequel.
The sequel?
Yeah, doesn't it have a sequel?
Well, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer comes before Huckleberry Finn.
A prequel.
Plot-wise.
Oh.
Well, it was also written before Huckleberry Finn. So Huckleberry Finn is a sequel to Tom Sawyer, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, well,
I was reading about banned books. I got really interested. And it was kind of based on the whole idea that these books are like, I don't know, they have special powers or something. And it's like, I wanted to dig into that and understand that. How do how do books, boring books, not like comics, boring books, why do they have so much power? You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, it's because of the ideas presented in them, These are
ideas?
The ideas, yes.
Like what?
Well, you mentioned comic books. So Spider-Man has the idea of,
I know that
with
one.
great power comes great responsibility. That's an important idea from
That's from Spider-Man?
That's from Spider-Man. Yeah, that's like his whole motto.
I don't remember that.
Okay. What kind of?
I remember one time he says little quippy things.
Spider-Man he does that
show
too.
up. Yeah, and he'll web sling into a thing, and he'll be like, "Hey, you're still here. I thought I would stick around."
Yeah,
he's
it's
funny.
very fun. Yeah, he is funny. He is, but there's that underlying code that he follows of, he's been given these powers, and so he has to use them to help people.
Wow. I missed that. Wow. Huh. Okay. So there's books can have ideas.
Right. And often very powerful ideas. And some people are uncomfortable with those ideas and try to ban them.
Okay. So what's one of the powerful ideas in the Anarchist Cookbook?
How to make napalm, I guess.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Your other ideas in the other one, I didn't understand really, but that's powerful. Knowing how to make napalm, legit, that would be power. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little more on the nose, but
on the nose.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, it's a little obvious. It's not quite what I really was talking about with the books and the ideas having power.
Okay, but that idea does have lots of power. So I guess I'm confused on the distinction.
Okay, well, it's it has power in that it's giving you instructions on how to make something very destructive. It's not it doesn't have a lot of power as far as being something that is going to change the way you think.
Okay,
about
and the
stuff.
ideas in Das Kapital make nothing.
Well,
you're saying
they theoretically make a whole new global economic system they've put into place. But really the ideas are powerful because they challenge the way we think about, markets and economies and the structure of society.
Markets and economies and the structure of society shaped by ideas. This is where my list of banned books ends. Do you know of any more that have these ideas?
Banned books with powerful ideas in them?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of ideas are you interested in?
Basically, anything that people think I shouldn't be.
Okay. That's almost every book that there is. Someone out there is going to think that a book is dangerous or wrong or whatever.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
So that's why we try to narrow it down usually,
I'm sorry, but that's a lot of books.
Yeah, there's
I'm just
very
looking
many
around.
books that exist.
I'm just looking around.
Uh-huh.
You've got 100 books or more. I can't even count.
Right. Yeah. It is more. I won't brag, but it's this isn't even all of them.
What?
there's stuff that the library doesn't have. Well, like the Anarchist Cookbook, we don't have a copy of that. You would have to find that somewhere else.
I'm going to have to go on the line for that one.
Yeah, they have it online. You can get it there.
Yeah. Okay. I really appreciate you, Mr. What's your name, Mr. Librarian? Mr. Librarian is so informal and
it's Herbert.
Herbert. Thank you, Herbert. You've really opened my mind today.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
And I didn't even know some of these things that you've talked about. And this is my first time learning about it.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could help you out with that.
And I think I am going to actually, I threatened earlier with going to city hall meetings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually thinking I'm going to do that so I can tell them about you and how helpful you've been pointing me in the direction of the Anarchist Cookbook, Mein Kampf, Das Kapital, Huckleberry Finn, Adventures of Tom Sawyer, which is a prequel. Did not know that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because you've actually been more helpful than anyone else I've ever met in my entire life, and that's including my mom and my dad.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
I never knew them. I was adopted.
Oh, okay.
So it's a low bar, but you did it. And I don't even know you, but you're Herbert. And I thank you. You've opened my mind to new ideas that can shape and change the world. And they're powerful. And I want to do that. I want to shape and change the world with powerful ideas, even if they're from comic books. Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
Got to go back and reread that to pick that thing up. I did not catch that.
Yeah, it's important to his character.
Like, is it up there the same as his red and blue suit? That's important.
Yeah, I would say it's up there important with that.
When did he say that? I don't remember Spider-Man ever saying that. That's like what's killing me about this.
It's like, after Uncle Ben dies.
Uncle Ben?
Yeah, Spider-Man's
the rice
Uncle Ben.
Guy?
Not the rice guy. The Spider-Man's Uncle Ben.
Okay, yeah, that threw me. I thought it was the rice guy for a minute there, and I was like trying to figure out, was that some branded content thing that they did? I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember that. Yeah.
But Uncle Ben is Peter Parker's uncle. And
who's Peter Parker?
Peter Parker's Spider-Man.
What?
That's his secret identity.
Oh, hold on. Spider-Man reveals himself in the comic books.
I mean, not really, but we know he's Peter Parker because we're the reader.
That's crazy. But think about it, though. But that's crazy because Peter Parker works for the newspaper guy that sends pictures of Spider-Man.
Right. Yeah, that's the whole deal.
Selfies?
Yes.
Peter Parker gives J. Jonah Jameson selfies and says that they're not?
Yeah.
That's an idea. That is an idea that can shape and change the world in a powerful way.
How so?
If more people knew that, then they would be able to give Peter Parker the respect that he is due for all of his work that he does as the Spider-Man.
Oh, right. But he has a secret identity, so he's trying not to let people know. Also, you understand that Spider-Man is not a real person, right?
Well, Peter Parker's a normal guy. Spider-Man's a superhero.
Right. But
So
comic books are not based on real life.
Well, they're drawn. Yeah.
Right. But like those characters don't exist in real life. They're made up.
Is that the difference?
Between what?
Comic books and not comic books? Is comic books is not real life and real books is real life?
No, the difference is that real books don't have pictures and comic books are like, they're comic books. You watch the story unfold and there's speech bubbles.
A lot of books have pictures.
Some do.
Kama Sutra does. My friend showed me.
Okay, yes. Kama Sutra is going to have some pictures in it.
Yeah, and they don't even make sense. That's like a comic book. That's fake.
Okay, well, the Kama Sutra is real.
It's a comic sutra. Fake. You said
it's not
comic
fake,
books aren't even real.
Okay, well, comic books are real, but they're not usually based on real things.
No, not usually, no.
Right, so we're on the same page.
Oh, I'm sorry, Herbert. I really felt like I had something there.
Okay.
I think I was just being rude. That's a problem. They used to tell me at the orphanage that I was always rude.
That's okay.
I just want to read books and good ones that people don't like.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Since you're into banned books, you're into books that are they have powerful ideas in them that some people might call dangerous. We have something, and I think it might be right up your alley. I don't show this to everybody. In fact, you'd only be like the second or third person I've shown this to.
Okay.
But here, let me just get it out here. And
oh man, thank you, Herbert. This is such a big break for me.
What do you think of this sucker here?
Oh wow.
Now I know that's a scary face on the front of it. But that's just because
what's this made out of?
It's skin.
Yeah, but like what's the skin made out of?
It's made out of skin.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Do I get this for 3 weeks or is this a short? It's like a DVD where it's only 1 week.
So, first, you have to like officially say that you are taking the book.
Okay. I will take this book.
Okay. Oh, thank God. That book is yours now.
Oh, wow. It's heavy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's heavier than it looks.
Yep. Yes, it is. But it's yours now.
I can't. Wow. Oh, wow. It's vibrating.
Uh-huh. That's the spells.
The spells, Herbert?
Yeah, they want out. But you need to not let them out.
Okay.
It's your responsibility now.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I don't think I need the computer anymore. I think I'm just going to go home.
That's probably for the best.
I feel like opening a portal. Sorry.
That's okay. It's just the book.
Thanks. Thanks, Herbert. Bye.
God, that works every time.
Every time he gets rid of a Necronomicon. Oh my goodness!
It's got a whole drawer full of them.
Yeah. Oh boy. You never know. You know, the library is a in itself a portal to a world of wonderful ideas.
Yes.
Powerful and otherwise.
Oh.
Congratulations, you've made it to the end of another episode of Wasting All the Time, a podcast. If you enjoyed this show, then please consider subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or follow us on Spotify. If you really enjoyed the show, then head on over to patreon.com/timewastepod and become a supporter of our time-wasting efforts. Now that was a lot of things I just threw at you, so if you forget all of that, just head on over to wastingallthetime.com, and there we have all the answers. Yeah,